Where have you got me, Yonny?
This is I've entrapped you. In my home, man. This is my humble abode.
This is it. I've been here many times before. It's very comfortable. I don't know how comfortable I feel about being this comfortable.
You might fall asleep at some point.
Fall asleep.
So I need you to stay awake. So I've got some coffee.
Yeah. I've drank all of it.
It's warm in this house as well, isn't it? Like it's nice and toasty.
Is it because the house is warm, or are you feeling a bit warm?
I think it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very comfortable. I'm feeling very warm and snuggly in this house, but I think the heating's on as well.
We've got some pets in the house as well.
Got 3 pets.
We've thrown them out.
Yes.
Because they might be a bit too loud.
It's just the dog, really. The cats are pretty quiet. Cats are normally pretty quiet. Anyway,
cats are new additions.
Yes.
I've known the dog, Angie, for a while.
Angie's an old-timer. Mm-hmm. She's almost retiring. She's 12 years old, which is a very long time for a dog. But yeah, the cats are new additions. They're 3 and 1. Oh no, less than 1 actually. 3.5 a year.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've got some history with dogs.
Right.
Cats, not so much.
You ain't a cat.
I don't know how I feel about them. I don't know how they feel about me.
I'm pretty sure they hate you, but why do you hate cats?
I don't hate them.
Why don't you get along with them then? What you not?
I just haven't been around them as
much. Right. Okay. Fine.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's all right. Listen. Today's a new day.
Okay. Stop.
This is the GrassTooth podcast.
So I gave you a homework assignment.
You did,
Have you completed it?
You gave me a coursework.
Gave you a coursework?
Yeah.
And did you manage to do it?
I did.
How did it go?
I handed it in already.
You didn't hand it in? I haven't heard anything.
Oh, you haven't? No, I
said save it for now.
Handed it in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready to hand it in now?
The homework was to go watch a Tamil film that we talked about last week.
Yep.
Called Jigarthanda DoubleX.
DoubleX. What are your thoughts?
Let me give you the backstory first.
Okay.
I recruited a young Korean boy to come with me to watch it because
a Korean boy who had already.
Yeah, so I recruited a young Korean boy to come with me to watch it because I felt a bit scared to do it by myself, right, in new territories, right, and didn't know what to expect. So I asked him to come, and all I said to him was, "Hey, bro, do you want to watch a Tamil film with me?" And without any questions, he said, "Yeah, I'll come. Yeah, let's go watch it." I'm like, "Cool, fantastic." Hopped into my car.
He messages me before this, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see," because I knew I told him to go and watch this film, and he told me he'd recruited this guy, and he messaged me and said, "Oh, I'm gonna go and see a Tamil film tomorrow," and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." I didn't expect him to just jump on board straight away.
You didn't add 2 and 2 together there.
No, I added. As in, I knew he was going to go and see that film.
You didn't say anything.
I didn't, because I was surprised that like he wanted to go and see it. Because he doesn't strike me as that sort of person.
I get you.
And plus, it's 3 hours. It's quite a commitment.
Well, so basically, he jumped into my car, and he said, "Hey, man, so what film are we watching today?" And I said, "It's a film called Jigarthanda DoubleX," and his face just dropped. And I'm like, "Hey, buddy, what's up? Why are you so upset?" And he said, "I've already watched this film with Gopi a few weeks ago. It's 3 hours long, man." And I could see a tear coming down. And I was just laughing throughout the whole journey. And I was like, "Mate, it's another 3 hours you have to stay with me." So yeah, had some company, which was good. He didn't give me any spoilers as well, which was
that's good. He told me, he messaged me, said he's gonna give everyone in cinema spoilers. That's how pissed off he was.
Luckily, he kept quiet.
Okay.
So you want my feedback,
thoughts,
right?
Yeah.
My thoughts and feedback. Yeah. If I'm honest, I was utterly disappointed. Wow. Disappointed at the fact that you didn't tell me to watch this earlier. Because guys, Jigarthanda DoubleX is a 15 out of 10.
Yes, exactly. Oh my god, how good is this film?
It's a great film. It's the best. If I had to use one word to describe what this film is like, it's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Yep.
It's a film that everyone can vibe with. As soon as I finished it, I was like, I even said to you, I was like, my girlfriend loved this film, and like, I don't mean to insult her. Her taste in film is very basic, quite like mine, to be honest. Disney and all that kind of stuff. But she would love this film, and it's one of those films which kind of takes you on this journey, which is kind of, you leave. Obviously, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but you leave the cinema going, what was that? Like, what the hell did I just experience here? So yeah, man, great film. I loved it, man.
Do you mind going into spoiler territory? We might go into spoiler territory. Is that cool? All right, spoiler. Skip to this part. Remember to put it in.
If you're gonna watch it, all right, take another Korean boy with you.
Find one.
Find another Korean.
That's what it says.
All right, we'll bleep his name out.
Find that Korean.
Find this Korean guy. I'll share his number if you DM us, okay? And take him, but don't tell him what you're watching. Just say it's a Tamil film, and he'll come with you guys, all right? and just watch his face drop.
That's part of the experience.
In terms of spoiler territory, I mean, at the beginning, I mean, in terms of the general parts, obviously, the action scenes were great. The characters, I loved. Like, there's a few there that were like, I can just see myself in them.
Who were your favourite characters?
My favourite characters? I mean, to be honest, the two main characters were my favourite characters.
They were brilliant.
Because they were just like, I just loved them. And like, you had a bit of everything, a bit of comedy, great, I mean, it was very funny at times, to be honest. You know, great action scenes. The music, I mean, to be honest, you gave me a bit of a sneak peek of the music beforehand. I mean, just listening to the music by itself in my car was an experience, but then watching it on film, in the way it was shot, I don't want to go into this too much because you guys need to watch it, but the way it was integrated into the film with what was happening was like, it was almost a work of art in my opinion. Like,
no, 100% work of art.
So I really enjoyed that piece. And let's just say this, like, obviously, I think with most Tamil films, like, there's two parts, right? There's the first half, and then the interval, and then the second half, right? It's just the first half for me is very digestible. It's very not easy to follow, but like it was just fun to watch. Just seemed like a normal movie I'd watch. And then the second half just goes into some next level things which I can't even explain. But it just made me leave the cinema like out of breath. Like it was crazy, man.
So let's talk about that for a bit. Your breakdown about having bits of everything, right? It all worked together, even though there was like comedy.
Worked very well together.
So the concept is a masala film. That is
masala film.
Yeah, a lot of Indian films are masala films, and masala is like a blend of spices, right? You get a bit of this, you get a bit of that, put it all together, grind it up. It's masala. So that's what the philosophy is. So, like, from what I understand, a country's like artwork, including films, it kind of represents their palette in terms of food.
Right. Okay.
So because like Indians, they're quite extreme in their flavors, right? And that's kind of reflected in their films,
right?
And secondly, that interval thing. A lot of Indian films are like 2.5, 3 hours long. We need an interval halfway
super
through.
Long, guys.
But I appreciate the interval.
I was saying as well with the Korean friend, like the film needed all 3 hours or however long it was, because
for sure.
Otherwise the story couldn't be told in the way it was shown. So like with these sorts of films, you kind of be like, you know what, it needs all of these hours for it to work. So I completely appreciate it as well.
But like because of that, like the construct of the Indian film is very different. Like, so we already know going in, halfway through there will be a break, so we can go, like, we don't have to like sneak out during the movie. And also because of that, directors think about it. It's become like, imagine like a song, and you know, like almost every song halfway through, like there's a break. So you can like, you know, digest the first half, then go into the second. And also there's this thing called the pre-interval block.
Okay.
Which is a lot of directors try and hook people, get people to stay for the second half. So the bit before the interval needs to be...
Oh, that needs to be like gripping. That needs to be
very
like,
gripping.
That needs to hook... Oh, okay.
Did you feel hooked? Did you feel
100%.
Exactly.
100%.
That they've thought about it, and they're like, we need to keep these people here for the second half.
There needs to be a sort of a cliffhanger to be like, you know what? Nah, these people can't leave. Because actually, there was a lady next to me that left. So, I mean, maybe the hook wasn't there. she
got you though.
She left and disappeared and didn't come back. So, but I was still there, to be honest.
Okay. No, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Was this an old lady?
It was an old lady, yeah.
Maybe she'd gone to see it the first time.
Maybe.
And she'd fallen asleep in the first half. And then second half, this actually happened with me. My brother, I took him to go and see it.
Yeah.
Fell asleep in the first half.
Right.
And me and my other brother, we were watching it. Interval happened. me and my other brother, like the biggest high five we gave each other. We were like, yes, this is real cinema. My brother woke up from the high five and he's like, what's going on?
Sounds like my type of guy, man.
And then second half he watched it and he was like, wow, I really missed out. So I could see him going to the cinema, rewatching the first half and then leaving.
Right, which is probably what this lady did. But
that's what I'm hoping. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I hope so too, because she missed out otherwise on a maybe she finished. I doubt it, but I was gonna say maybe she thought it finished and then she just. I don't know, man. Maybe. I also this is a completely separate note. But to be honest, the cinema wasn't packed, right?
Yeah, it was like
late into 10. Yeah, it was late. Yeah, and it was probably around 10 people in the cinema. I felt eyes. Yeah, and me and my friend, but I felt it was good eyes.
Good.
It was like, oh, look at these two. Yeah. Why are they watching this film? Yeah. Are they here by mistake? Yeah. But like we looked around with a degree of confidence, going, no, this isn't a mistake. It's my homework. I'm here to watch this. And I felt the appreciation from everyone, which I kind of.
I'm glad. Yeah,
which I liked.
It's lovely sharing cultures, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. But great film.
I'm gonna say something to you. Mm-hmm. This friend of ours, this Korean friend.
Yes.
He informed me there were moments during the film in which you got your phone out.
I did get my phone out, yeah.
How dare you, sir?
But I still watched the whole film.
No, you didn't.
I did watch the film.
The screen is up there. The screen is not here on your in your phone. Not only.
Okay, so this Korean friend is a bit of a snake. So you've implanted a mole to come with me.
He knew all along.
And did you give him a task?
Don't watch the movie.
Listen.
Watch Yonny. Is he watching the movie?
I didn't really think I was on my phone though. I was on it at the beginning.
At what point?
Huh?
At what point?
Before the film started. I wasn't really on it whilst I was watching the film.
This is so disrespectful. Not only are you disrespecting the film when you're on your phone, you're disrespecting the people around you.
Exactly.
Don't exactly. This is at you.
But I don't think I was on my phone.
He told me you were on your phone. Would he lie?
He might have seen something else. He might have seen the old lady on her phone. I'm pretty sure I wasn't on the phone. Pretty sure.
What were you doing on your phone?
I don't remember. That's the thing. I don't remember. I don't think I was on my phone. Because why would I just look at my phone for no reason? Do you know what I mean?
If you're at the cinema, yeah, don't use your phone. If you have to, lowest brightness.
Right? That's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
What? Oh, you put the brightness down. You took it out to turn it off. Is that what you did?
I remember why I checked my phone.
Why?
I checked my phone twice.
For what reason?
It was just to look at the time. Because I was like, how long is this film, man? Like, I feel like I've been here for 3 hours, and I check my clock, and it's been an hour. So I'm like, gosh. But yeah, that's the only time I took my phone out.
Especially if you're with me. All right. If I see your phone, I will.
He gets really upset. I mean,
smash it out of your hand.
How did you feel when I fell asleep for about 20 minutes in that Chinese film that you got us to watch? Me and this. Come on, why do we keep talking about this Korean friend? Right? He got us to watch. What was the film called? It was Is it In the Mood for Love?
In the Mood for a Nap.
It's called In the Mood for a Love, right? And it's the film of the.
It's an amazing film.
You know the uncle from Shang-Chi. That guy. One of his old films, right? He's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
So that's the reason I went to watch it. I was excited to watch it because I was like, "Oh, it's the brother from Shang-Chi."
The prequel for Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, he's a great actor. I want to see his film. He invited me and the Korean friend. All right, within 15 minutes, it's not our sort of film. Me and this Korean friend, we slept at exactly the right time, exactly the same time. Sorry, and we both woke up about 40 minutes later, just looked at each other, and just started laughing.
Oh gosh! No, if you fall asleep, fall asleep.
That's the ultimate disrespect, I think.
No, that's as in.
Oh, do you think that's
fine? You can't help it.
Right. Okay.
Whereas checking your phone, you can help.
That's true.
We're not at that point where like the phone is like a constant fixture in our hand. As in, we sort of are, but like, just it's 2-3 hours, man. You can do without your phone.
Guys, don't do it.
Oh gosh. What else did we? Stop laughing.
But yeah, guys, one last time, watch it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Still in cinemas.
2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up. 15 out of
I
10.
mean,
that's
if I have 10 thumbs,
yeah,
10 thumbs up,
fantastic
guys.
film.
Honestly, great film. And who's the director? I want to give him a
Karthik
shout out.
Subbaraj, man.
Karthik Subbaraj.
Subbaraj. Yeah,
Super work, Subbaraj. Well done.
I like that.
Super stuff. Right, well done. And I checked one of the actors' name, Mr. Surya.
Yeah, SJ Surya.
I think he actually might be one of my
Bro,
favorite
he's
actors now.
so good.
Bro, he is such a good actor.
Okay, so basically,
Genuinely an amazing actor.
He started off as a film director, right?
Right.
But he always wanted to be an actor. So for like 10 years, he was just directing movies. But he started putting himself in the movies, and it didn't work out.
Right.
Because I think he's a better actor than he is a director.
Okay.
As in, his films were fine, but they weren't great.
But his acting is...
But then, after like 2015,
Yeah.
people started putting him in movies, and they're in different movies.
Right.
And he's just knocked it out of the park.
Man, he's just... I mean, again, you have to watch the film to understand his character and like what he's doing, but just... It's just... He was a joy to watch.
Yeah,
just to watch him flick between the different characters, you'll understand if you watch him. He's he's a very, very talented actor. And me and this Korean friend, we were debating. You know the evil villain?
Which one?
I'll say it now. The policeman.
Right. Yeah.
Did you like him or not really?
As an actor, as a character,
Everything.
Yeah, I think he did the role really well. As in, you're supposed to hate him, right?
So we debated this again.
Right.
We understand, right? And this is a mutual decision that we came up with, right? We understand that we should hate him. But I kind of like him. And do you know why?
Why?
I think it's because he's very handsome. He's a very handsome, like, in terms of the actor, he's a very handsome man. So, like, even though he's such a bad person in this film, you're kind of like, that's hot. Super hot what he did. All right, super hot. So, great work. All right, fantastic stuff. You had two Korean boys fawning over you. Well done. Great acting.
Well done to you.
Well done.
I've got no notes on that. Oh, God.
What else happened over the last week or so?
Spent the weekend away in good old Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
How'd you find it? Did you have a good time?
So me and Bournemouth, we've got this relationship. It's a relationship based on comfort, pleasure, and just relatableness. Like, me and Bournemouth just work really well. So I've been to Bournemouth about 5 times in the last couple of years, I'd say, maybe 4 or 5 times, and every time it's always been a pleasure.
Why do you think you work well?
It's because Bournemouth has a bit of a, compared to Brighton, right? Bournemouth is a bit more. It's smaller. It's less hectic. It's just more of a homely feel, right? Which can sometimes be characterized as boring, right? But for me personally, I like a bit of boring sometimes. I like just having a nice beach, right? I like it walking around, just seeing lovely stuff. And that's what I get from Bournemouth, which is why I loved it so much.
I didn't like Bournemouth.
You didn't like Bournemouth?
No.
Do you care to explain why?
I've been there once before. It was for my birthday.
Oh, a few years ago, yeah.
2015 maybe?
Yeah, I was meant to come, but I couldn't come that day. But
didn't have a good time then.
Why not though?
I don't.
Did you not have a good time because of the actual place, or was it just because of what was happening in your life at that time?
My life was going great then.
Was it?
It wasn't, but
I remember that time. I'm pretty sure it wasn't going that well for you.
I wasn't a fan of the place.
Right.
I didn't like the people.
Okay. Do you still not like the people?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
What's wrong with the people from Bournemouth?
I think it's the boringness.
Do you think?
Yeah, and I felt like I stuck out.
Right.
I know that's the case anytime you're outside of London or the big cities. But in Bournemouth, I felt eyes on me.
You felt naked?
No, I didn't go that far.
You felt semi-naked?
No.
You felt clothed?
I just felt present.
Right. Okay.
I don't like feeling present. I like to be going with the flow.
Maybe in what way? There were people staring at you. Like what was?
I
what
could
were you
feel
thinking?
like a negative energy. Like I could feel people's eyes watching me and shit.
But you weren't always by yourself though. You were with. We went in a large group, so it's not you. They could have had eyes on me.
But this was when I was alone.
Oh, okay. Right, they had their eyes on you.
They had their eyes on me. Yeah.
So you're okay. Out of Brighton, Bournemouth, do you prefer
100% Brighton.
Brighton?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to.
Brighton's my kind of place, man. It's just
Brighton's just too much, man. There's just too much stuff going on.
It's just free.
It's
You
not
just
free. It's just
float
too much stuff
around.
going on. There's too much. There's too many things happening.
What's wrong with that?
But you can have that in London.
No, but it's a different kind of because you're next to the coast, man. You're on the coast.
Just, I don't know. It's
And like it's very
just London with a beach. That's what I think.
no.
Yeah,
The people are very different.
just London with a beach. And I know it's Ardy came from Brighton. You know the rapper.
Yeah.
And I think those are the only good things about
Who's Ardy?
Brighton. He's a rapper.
From Brighton.
He's from
If
Brighton.
he's from Brighton, Ardy, I'm gonna listen to all your stuff. You're probably solid.
After you listen to him,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna hate Brighton.
Is he not?
But,
You're not a fan?
Actually, I don't mind him. No, but I don't know if he's not your sort of music.
Okay. Fine.
But really, no, I'm more of a Bournemouth man myself.
I think that Brighton has a lot more character.
It does. There's no denying that Brighton has more character, but I think that's why I don't like it. It's just too much character. You know how you felt there were eyes on you?
Yeah.
I felt at Brighton, it wasn't just eyes on me.
What else was on you?
Just lots of different things.
Would you care to expand?
I don't want to go into it because it's actually quite haunting. But
Really?
yeah, I just don't like. I don't know. I just.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Brighton's just another London for me, which I don't get. Why we travel for 2 hours to go down to Brighton?
I don't think they're the same.
Listen, guys, Bournemouth versus Brighton.
Yeah, that's going to be the next
one.
poll.
That's the next
All
one.
right. Let us know.
Let us know. I need my Bournemouth.
Character or no character? You want a bit of salt in your food? Or do you want it bland?
Comfortableness or uncomfortableness?
Comfort or discomfort? That's another way to put it.
Yeah.
So, like, you know how we're like smashing through these things as if they were like brittle,
Yeah.
you know? We're just powering through them. We're looking at these different things. Do you want to really get into it?
I'm ready to get into something right now.
What do you want?
I'm ready to bite into something.
Yeah.
Ruff, ruff. Bite. I'm ready.
What's that?
Huh?
What was that?
I was just barking. Sorry, I just randomly started barking.
This is the GlassTruth.
The GlassTruth. Making sense of nonsense.
This is the news.
What the hell was that?
It's a reference. If you get it, you get it.
Right,
if you
okay.
don't,
I get it.
no, you don't. You
This
have
is the
no
news.
idea.
This is the
This is the news. What have you got for us this
That might have been the worst GlassTruth intro you've done.
No.
You're normally better at this.
If you get it, you get it.
We're going to be sifting through the news.
Oh, God.
I'm just doing what you didn't do. All right?
Sifting through.
We're sifting through the news.
What does that
guys.
mean? Explain yourself.
I'll explain later. Don't
What
worry.
have you got for us
I'll
this
explain
week?
later.
Special correspondent, Yonny.
I went barking mad today.
Oh, is this got something to do with the news? This is why you were making the riff.
I went barking mad today.
You went to barking.
I just went barking mad with the news today. At the start of this podcast, you talked about the animals that are present in this house, right? Which, yeah, lots of animals in this house. There's been lots of doggy news going around.
Right.
Drake dropped his new album last month. Do you know what it's called?
Is it For My Dogs?
For all the dogs.
For all the dogs.
For all the dogs out there.
Didn't listen to it. Not a fan of Drake.
Snoop Doggy Dogg
Gave up smoke.
gave up smoking.
He did. Only to find out.
Just a marketing ploy. For those who don't know, Snoop Dogg came out with a very sincere message saying he's going to give up smoking, and everyone went, "What is going on? It's like the end of the world."
I remember when I read that. Can I talk about this, or do you want to
Go for it.
I remember when I read that, I was really thinking about it. I got deep into it. I was like, wow.
Same.
He's like in his, 50s, 60s?
Like, he's at that age where, firstly, he shouldn't give a shit anyway.
Yeah.
But, like, he's been doing this his whole life.
He can give a shit whatever age.
No, but he's been doing this his whole life.
Brand. But
This is
also,
brand.
like, I got so deep into it. I was thinking about him. I was thinking about his family. Like, them having, like, an intervention where they're all sitting around and they're like, Snoop Dogg, Dad, whatever.
Yeah.
Listen, we're worried about you, okay?
Right.
We need you to stop. We want you to be present with us. Okay?
Right,
Give
right.
up the smoke. And him just, shaking his head. He's like, this is me. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And me like, no, please. It's okay, fine. For you guys, I'm going to stop. I had that whole scenario in my head.
It's a heartfelt message, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you can see it, yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is amazing. People can change.
Exactly.
And then you find out it's just for an advert.
I loved it, personally. I loved it. One of the best ads I've seen. It's just the build-up of it. Brilliant stuff. Snoop Doggy Dog. Great job. Lady Gaga.
From the Lady Gaga.
I don't know if you remember, a couple of years ago, her dogs got stolen.
I did not.
You didn't know that. Someone returned it,
Right.
and the person that returned it was kind of involved in its
Disappearance.
So
Wow.
the courts have said Lady Gaga doesn't need to pay the 500k reward.
Oh,
that she
because
was
they're
meant
the
to
ones.
give, because they're the ones
Oh,
that stole it. So
they brought the dog back for the reward.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a change.
No.
What I'm hearing from the news, yeah, it's just scumbaggery. Everyone's a scumbag.
everyone, even Snoop Dogg, no, he's not. He's a great
As in,
guy.
yeah, live your life.
But anyway, that's not why we're here.
Okay.
Those are just little teasers.
Little
That
dog
is-
treats. Little
That's,
dog
that's
treats.
not the main meat.
Okay.
It's not the main meat. All right.
Give me the good stuff.
All right. I don't know if it's good stuff. It's more serious stuff.
Oh.
Right. So I'm really sorry to do this, but again with dogs, you know what's happening in the UK, right?
Mm-hmm.
The American XL bully dogs,
Mm-hmm.
they're getting banned
Mm.
by Mr. Sunak
Mm-hmm.
because a few owners can't control their dogs,
Mm.
and apparently it's killing too many people, and they're a threat to society. They're banning dogs,
Mm.
and if you that's just a sad thing for me. That's pretty sad.
Do you want to tell us why?
A dog is a reflection of its owner.
Mm.
So if your dog's misbehaving, as an owner, you're not doing the right things.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole breed of dogs are banned because a few owners can't control their dogs.
Mm.
Disgusting behavior. I'm completely against this. There's a lot of backlash, and I'm part of that as well. But I want to add some positivity to this joint.
Okay.
Do you know what's happening in South Korea?
What's happening in South Korea?
South Korea have banned dog eating. Great job. Repping. Hometown. They finally done it. By 2027,
Mm.
all dog eating will be banned.
Okay. Do you want to hear my thoughts?
I'm intrigued to hear what thoughts you have around this.
Around dog eating?
Around dog eating, yeah.
Okay. I myself...
Let's get controversial up in here.
Yeah, we can get
Let's
controversial.
do it, man.
I'm
It's
here
our
for it.
podcast. We can say what we want.
What are your thoughts on veganism?
On veganism.
Yeah.
I
Have you ever tried it?
don't think I want to try it.
Why?
It just doesn't fit with me.
Okay.
I mean,
So why is... As in, sure, you've got a pet dog,
yeah.
so you've got that personal connection.
Mm-hmm.
But why? What is your issue with other people eating dogs?
I don't have an issue.
So why was it a point of jubilation for you?
It's still something to celebrate. It's not that I have anything against people, right? I understand why it's happened. I don't know if
Right.
you know the history of why. Like,
Tell us
Koreans-
if, as in... If,
I mean, the history is basically back in the war.
Mm.
There wasn't enough meat going around, so the only meat that was lying around were dogs.
Mm.
So that's when dog eating came about, right? And it came out of pure necessity at that time,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you know, as much as we love dogs, you know, if ever there wasn't enough meat around and dog meat was the only thing available for survival, you'd have to eat it, right?
Mm.
So I understand the rationale behind it.
Mm.
And it's not as if I'm still not happy that it's been happening, and it's still it's essentially it's still a business, a marketplace in Korea, which is not I'm not happy about, but I understand it. I am to a slight degree empathetic to why it's happening. But yeah, I guess now from the perspective, I've always loved dogs growing up, and even in Korea, the younger generation, they're not about this. They're the ones leading the backlash. Are the ones campaigning against all of this, and now it's finally been banned. So yeah, I don't know. That's my viewpoint. Is that? Are you?
I'm kind of either everyone go vegan,
right,
or eat whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm kind of it's a strange, because I'm usually like in that grey zone, right?
Right.
Whereas what does it matter if you eat dog?
It's true.
Like, if you can eat meat like beef and lamb, chicken, all of that.
It's all cultural, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's not. It's not just in England, but a dog is seen as a man's best friend, and I think in a lot of other countries it's probably similar. But there are other animals in the world for their respective countries which they see as like the divine, not the divine. Some of them are divine, but some of them are like they're very close to.
Are you saying divine because of Hinduism and
probably
India?
Probably most.
I think it's misunderstanding. I don't think it's being divine. It's more how dogs are seen here. That's how cows are seen in India.
As a man's best friend.
Yeah, it's just there for you, man. It's got you. It's got your back. With a cow, you can. It will sort out a whole. If you've got a cow and you're like a farmer, think about how much that cow does for that farm.
But they still eat your cow.
They don't eat the cow.
Oh, they don't eat the cow.
No.
Okay. Gives you milk.
Gives you milk. Gives you manure.
Some like juicy stuff.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You can chat to it. Cows are really nice. Have you ever chatted to a cow?
I had a conversation with a cow the other day, actually.
I'm being serious, and you're turning this into a joke.
I genuinely had a conversation with a cow.
What cow were you talking to?
It was a Scottish cow. Okay. So yeah, cool. I guess it's weird to think that you're kind of part of two extremes, right? Everyone goes vegan. Have you ever tried veganism before, or?
Not veganism.
So sorry, you let me just get this straight, right? You chastised me for taking out my phone a couple of times, hearing it from a mole that you implanted anyway. For taking out my phone, during a film, which is fair enough. But then we're literally recording a podcast.
Yeah.
Right
Did
now,
I not respect that?
And you open your phone up.
Did I not? I didn't open it up. You guys, you literally saw what happened. Okay, it started vibrating. Okay, it's right here. Okay,
you can turn.
Did I not respect?
You can turn off your phone without
my co-host.
You can turn off
and
your phone
the GlassTruth by switching it off. I didn't switch it off, but I stopped the call.
All you have to do was press the button.
Look,
you didn't have
it's
to look at
going
the phone.
over there. I have nothing to do with that phone. Okay, I can't help it. If I'm so wanted by people.
Oh, look at me! I'm so popular. Oh, look at me! Shut your mouth.
This is not the same.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, did I pick up my phone and check the time? Oh, this guy's been talking for a while. I wonder what time it is. When will it shut up?
I dare you to do it.
Give me your phone.
I dare you to do it right now.
Oh, God.
That's literally what I did in the film. That's literally what I did. I said, God. I've got 2 hours left. My goodness.
Dickhead.
I love the film, don't worry. I still love the film, right? I still love the film.
What were we talking about before we were completely sidetracked?
Veganism. Have you tried it?
I haven't tried veganism. I'm a vegetarian 2 days a week now.
You're a semi-vegetarian. You're a hybrid.
I wouldn't say semi, but I'm trying to. I'd like to make the transition to full at some point. I think I'll slowly go there. But yeah, 2 days a week.
2 days a week. Part-time
veggie.
Part-time veggie. Fair enough. So yeah, to be honest,
have you ever tried it?
What?
You've never even been in touch, because I read this book. I read books. Once again, I like to show off, okay? I do cool stuff like read and watch films. Oh my God. But I read a book called The Vegetarian. It's a Korean book.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's about a woman who goes vegetarian. And it's so weird that everyone around her is like, why is she having this crisis? Why has she turned vegetarian? So that's how foreign that idea is to you. So you've never even thought about it.
I mean, listen, I've thought about it for sure.
Mm.
I actually had this conversation with my dad a few years back because, in terms of with this film, with this book, sorry, like South Korean food is ingrained with meat. Like they just go hand in hand. Do you know what I mean? So it's if you're a veggie, it's very alien. K barbecues, just all about meat, right? But my dad, who is he's a profound meat eater. He loves meat, right? And he's passed it on to me and the rest of my family. I think he came across a video which was about like how they farmed meat,
right?
And he was kind of like
shaken.
Yeah, a bit. He was a bit like, because like I think from what he said, I think he saw a cow crying.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and like even for him as a devout meat eater, he saw that and he was kind of like, yo, this is a bit mad. So for a few days he went veggie.
Wow. When was this?
This was I think this was a few years back, maybe 5 years ago.
Okay.
And he went veggie very, very temporarily.
Yeah.
And he's returned.
It's understandable because I think, sure, we're in London, it's the melting pot of societies, whatever. But like the range of veggie food isn't great. So like, it's just so easy to go out and get like meat food, non-veggie stuff. If I was in India, every other place is a vegetarian place, and you'll just get so much variety.
So you'll have good food, like there's good replacements. For meat, yeah.
But like, I think being veggie here is difficult because like not only is there not as many options, but when you go out with people and they're all eating,
like meat, like proper
kebabs and all of that barbecue and stuff, you're gonna be like, as in, I'm not saying there aren't vegetarians in London. As in, one of our good friends is veggie. But the options aren't as great.
They aren't as great, and like it's always when you're trying to replicate meat, that's always I think the giveaway that there isn't enough good stuff around because, like for example, the wedding we went to a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, lots of food available, right? And the meat was stuff like the mutton rolls and the deviled mutton or whatever, and good chicken and stuff like that. The only 2 veggie options they had were some half-cold veggie samosas, and the paneer. And the paneer was nice, don't get me wrong, but like, you're just eating paneer for the whole, for the whole, in terms of your whole meal, right? Whereas like with good food, like there needs to be a variety. So if there's some very good veggie options around, maybe I'm down to experiment. I mean, to be honest, we went to the veggie.
Our place,
we got the veggie dosa place I went to. Great food again. The paneer was great. The dosa was great. So that's a good start.
Wouldn't say great. It was okay.
I thought it was great. It might be in the videos though, but I thought it was great. If you know, you know.
You got anything else dog related?
I think that was it, man.
That was it.
That's really it. Yeah.
Did you listen to the Drake album?
I did. Yeah.
Did you like it?
I kind of liked it. Yeah. It's not his best piece of work, but
what is his best piece of work?
Listen, I don't know about best pieces of work. Like in each album that he has, some things are good. The song that got me into Drake was one of his old school ones, right?
Which one?
It was the one with Kanye West and
Forever.
Yeah, that's the one that got me into Drake, right? The one song where I'm like, I think I played this like in my room for like 4 or 5 hours a day for about 3 years. From Time, with Jenny Aiko, that one. Yeah. That's a good song. Yeah, that's one of my. I don't know if it's his best, but it's my favorite.
Yeah.
You said you're not a big fan of.
I'm not a huge fan of Drake.
Yeah.
I think I liked the If You're Reading This It's Too Late album.
Oh, okay, that's a good album. Yeah.
Like the first half of it, anyway.
What's your favorite song on that album?
I like Jungle. I also like. I like the. Is it Legend? Legend, the first one?
Yeah.
Legend's a banger.
Yeah.
Running through the 6 with my woes. Banger.
That's a banger.
I also like. I think my favorite Drake song, as in I like what's it called? Feel No Ways from Views. Great song.
Okay, I need to listen to that.
Yeah, I think you'll appreciate it. We can listen to it.
Yeah, listen to it on the journey home. Yeah.
And also Passion Fruit.
Passion Fruit, yeah.
It's a banger.
I was gonna say Passion Fruit is one of my
It's a banger.
one of my favorite as well.
I heard it.
Cool. So you like a few. You like a few.
Yeah,
songs,
but as
but you don't like him.
it's not that I don't like him. I think it's not the best.
Right. Okay.
Like, I'm very picky. You know me. I'm very
You're
picky.
very
with
musically picky.
the kind of, not just musically, just in terms of art. Like, I need the best.
That's why I'm honoured to be considered a friend, because he's very picky with his friends as well.
I am picky with my friends.
Yeah.
If you want to be my friend,
You don't.
but if you do, let me know. There's a 5-step program. Okay.
You have to get recruited into the
Yeah.
graduate scheme.
Yeah. He's gonna screen through them for me, and the best candidates he'll send to me.
You'll
Okay.
do the final interview, and that interview,
You're gonna get grilled.
it's gonna get.
You're gonna get
it's gonna
grilled
get disgusting.
worse than. No, I'm not gonna
It's gonna get sweaty.
All right. And I deserve that. I deserve good friends in my life.
That is the GlassTruth.
For all our dogs.
All of our dogs.
All of them.
All of them.
This GlassTruth is for you.
Woof woof.
So there's a moment in Jigarthanda DoubleX.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's quite like, you can believe it happened, right? Like, it's rooted in a sense of realism, even though it's not fully realistic. There's a moment where it's during the fight scene outside the court.
Fight scene outside the court. Mm-hmm.
Someone pulls up in a car, and he goes into the car. He like flies in, and he like somehow there's like, he does a move where all four passengers in the car just fly out.
Yeah.
Right. I'm used to it. I didn't expect it in this film, but like, I've seen a lot of that. We don't need superheroes in India because our stars are superheroes.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
100%.
But if we were going to talk about superheroes, who's your favorite?
My favorite.
I'm not asking this, by the way.
Right.
I don't give a flying hoot
Okay.
about your favorite superhero.
You only care about yours.
I only care about mine. But the person who is asking, the person who's so curious, he's so curious. It's our good friend, Bloomington. He wants to know. He asked me. He whispered it into my ear.
Right.
After the GlassTruth. Who's your favorite superhero?
Who's my favorite superhero?
Who do you think is the best superhero?
The best superhero.
Yeah.
What do you mean by best though?
Like,
there's a lot of metrics for what the
that's
best
why.
superhero.
Yeah, there's so many metrics you need to put
As in, I can
forward.
tell you my favorite superhero. The one I vibe with the most.
But if he's your favorite, he's also the best.
I don't think so.
For you, he is.
He's my favorite.
Do you have two different answers? My favorite is the best.
Right. Okay. As in, I don't think he's the best. He's probably not the best superhero. But
Give me both answers.
Okay. My favorite superhero is Batman. Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne. Bane. Alfred.
That's not how he speaks to Alfred.
Sorry. It's Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
Batman.
Okay.
Because he's just an ordinary guy, man. He's
really not.
His superpower is just he's smart.
His nepotism. That's his
and his wealth. That's why he's a superhero. But like if Superman and Batman ever got into a fight, I mean the movies draw it out. Superman would fry Batman within an inch of his life.
But like, do you think the best superhero is the one that beats the others?
I think it's the best for me. The best superhero is the strongest superhero.
The strongest is the best.
I personally think it's the best.
Yeah.
But that's not what I like. I like with Batman. There's an element of darkness within him. There's an element of I mean, you see this with a lot of superheroes, to be honest. But he's not a perfect person. Like he's not a, he's.
But
he's
isn't that
broken in
what
many
makes
ways.
a superhero good?
But that's what I mean. That's why he's my favorite. That's
what I'm asking you. This is why when you say the best, you need to take all of this into account.
I think the best is like who's probably I consider the best is who's the strongest, like who's got the most power.
That's not the best.
For a lot of people, it might be.
For example, if I were to ask you or anyone who's the best superhero, and they said Spider-Man, I would completely understand that because Spider-Man's not the strongest.
He's not, yeah.
But there is so much relatability
It's because he's such a friendly person.
He's the friendly neighborhood spider. He's just doing things for the local
Spider-Man.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man?
My favorite Spider-Man. You know Spider-Man. Oh, are you actually being serious? I thought you meant superhero, but you.
No, who's your favorite Spider-Man? Forget superhero. Who's your favorite Spider-Man?
I had this discussion.
Tell me.
With certain people. I think, even though I haven't seen the Amazing Spider-Man film, so already I'm not the best person to ask this, because they looked shit. Sorry. I grew up on the Tobey Maguire ones. I remember watching them when I was in Sri Lanka. The first or second film came out. Second film came out when I was in Sri Lanka. I remember watching it there. Or maybe it was the first film. It was definitely the first film. And I don't know. He just he never was super Spider-Man for me. Just in my head.
Really?
It just, when I think Tobey Maguire, I don't think Spider-Man. Like, even then, I was just like, this isn't Peter Parker.
Is it because he's too? Do you think he's too old to be Spider-Man?
He just doesn't. Yeah, maybe, but like because Spider-Man's supposed to be like
chirpy, like
yeah. Like Andrew Garfield is more of a fit.
What about Tom Holland? Do you think Tom Holland's?
I think Tom Holland is
the best Spider-Man.
Probably the best Spider-Man, but I'm not a fan of the movies.
Right.
I liked the Tobey Maguire movies more than the Tom Holland stuff, but I think he's
the better Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Tom Holland's the better Spider-Man.
Yeah,
fair enough. Yeah, I get that.
Do you feel the same way?
Not really.
Who is it for you?
Tobey Maguire. I think it's also a generational thing because you grow up on a certain Spider-Man. You know,
I grew up on it too, bro.
That's what I mean, though. But obviously you look deeper into it.
I was like 6 when it came out.
Yeah.
How deep can I look into it?
Pretty deep, man. Pretty deep.
You know it.
It's like people grow up on different Doctor Who's or different James Bonds. For me, I grew up on Tobey Maguire, so he was my favorite. But cool. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, different segue.
My favorite Spider-Man movie though. Before we get into it.
Oh.
Across the Spider-Verse. Absolute banger.
Still need to watch it.
You still haven't watched it?
Still haven't watched it.
So good.
I will watch it. What's the name? Miles
Morales.
I'll watch it. Soon come.
Thank you to those guys for sorting out animation, because Western animation has been so bad. And then Spider-Verse came along.
Frozen.
Fixed it. Haven't seen Frozen. But
Moana.
Haven't seen Moana.
What have you seen, man?
Ratatouille.
Oh, yes.
Ratatouille is great. But back to this. My favorite superhero is Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen.
I haven't seen Watchmen.
And this isn't going to help at all because he hasn't seen it. He has no idea what I'm talking about.
Is he? How does he look? Is he a different color?
What color do you think he is?
Is he blue?
He's blue.
He's blue. So I've seen pictures of him.
Yeah, he's great.
Well, what does he do?
What doesn't he do, man? I think his power. He's got so many powers. Like, I know I was talking about relatability and all of that, but he's the definition of OP.
Right.
Like, he can control all matter.
Oh wow.
He can see all of the past and all of the future. Like, he just knows everything.
He's a god.
He is a god. This is why I love him. Because
no, but that's not fun.
I know. No, it's not. As in, it depends on your idea of fun. The reason he's blue is because the comic book writer, he wanted to evoke Krishna and the Hindu gods because they're all blue.
Right. Okay.
So he wanted people to think that when they saw him.
He's a divine
being.
Wow.
But like, he's so, there's that like cold wisdom and just all of that to him. There's no emotion.
He oozes. Does he ooze charisma, or does he ooze like?
There is, as in like
no
the charisma is like just the lack of character.
Much
like Bournemouth. He's Bournemouth as a superhero.
Maybe I might like Dr. Manhattan. Is he a doctor? Did you say?
He's a doctor. He used to be.
So he's a smart guy as well.
Physicist, yeah. And then due to an accident, he became a superhero.
Right.
But yeah, like after I watched Watchmen, I really related to him because he's it's all about time and fate, and that's my jams.
1 second, Dr. Manhattan, is he Marvel or DC?
As in, I think the movie was DC.
Right.
Maybe DC Comics published the Watchmen comics.
Okay, so let me get this straight. He's an ex-doctor,
Yeah,
now
superhero.
god,
Yeah,
like a godly superhero. His power is to manipulate time or look at time.
not manipulate it. He just knows.
He just knows what's going to happen.
Yeah,
So he can predict everything.
yeah. Not predict. He just knows.
So what's like? Okay, that's his power.
Yeah.
Does he have any like
he
physical
can
power?
manipulate matter.
Oh, okay. So how? Right. Okay.
There's
All
a very
all
famous.
matter.
There's a very famous scene where he just like points at people and they just explode.
That is very, very OP.
There's-
That's very OP.
Yeah. I had a 20 to 30 minute debate with my nephew.
Right.
So we talked about our favorite superheroes.
Right.
I said Dr. Manhattan, and he said Flash, the Flash.
Right. Okay.
Then we had this thing about who would beat who,
Right.
and he didn't know who Dr. Manhattan was either. And I don't think he knew
How powerful he was.
deep the Flash was. Like, he was in it. There was no chance. The Flash had no chance.
Well, if a guy can just
He just
destroy
knows
things-
exactly what you're gonna do.
Yeah. On the top trump cards.
Yeah, it'd just
Wait.
be infinity on everything.
Like we can't
yeah,
beat
you
this
can't
card.
beat him.
Crazy. Okay. I want to watch him actually.
Watchmen is fantastic.
Okay,
As in,
cool.
the film had like mixed reception. I watched it at quite a young age, but it definitely left an impression, and I think it's my favorite comic book film of all time.
I mean, objectively, do you think there's any other superhero that can come close in terms of?
I don't think so.
In terms of pure strength and like.
No,
Really.
no one's got a chance. It's basically God.
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I've just found a little list. I just want to hear your thoughts on these superheroes, okay?
Give it to
Are
me.
you a fan? What do you think about them?
Okay.
Yeah. Deadpool.
It's fun.
Fun.
Would be a good mate.
We went and watched Deadpool 2 together, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, we did. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Did we?
Sorry. Yeah, I think I like the concept of Deadpool. For me, I'm not a huge Ryan Reynolds fan.
Why? He's a nice guy. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Really?
I think
I think it's too much, too cheesy.
it's not as edgy as it thinks it is.
Right. Okay.
I think. Yeah.
But it's one of the first few like superhero films where like the fourth wall is
Yeah.
it broken into? Is that the term?
It's broken.
Broken. Yeah. So I don't know. Interesting.
Daredevil.
Yeah, it's alright.
He's alright.
It's alright. Yeah. It's good.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
Like blind lawyer who
Mm-hmm.
serves his own kind of justice.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the show. Have you seen the show?
No, he was in the the Spider-Man film.
Which one?
The most recent one.
Most recent
Had a
one.
quick cameo.
Yeah.
Seems interesting to me. I haven't watched him either.
Yeah, I think my brothers.
I just don't know enough of him.
Green Lantern. No comment.
Again, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
so
Reynolds,
yeah,
yeah.
no comment there.
Shazam. This is giving you an idea of how little we actually know.
Shazam 16th,
17.
17th.
As in, this is just ChatGPT.
Okay.
Most popular things. I think it's because of the movies, probably.
Right. Yeah. Probably.
Ant-Man. I watched the first Ant-Man film, which was supposed to be directed by Edgar Wright, which would have been decent. But then it just turned into standard Marvel schlop. You a fan of Ant-Man?
I'm a fan of Marvel, so I'm
Oh, you actually?
a fan of Marvel. Yeah. Not anymore.
You know, but like Edgar Wright would have made that movie like 100 times.
I don't know who
better.
Edgar Wright is, but I'm sure he would have.
Have
I
you
mean,
seen-
the Ant-Man films I wasn't a big fan of anyway. So
Have you seen Shaun of the Dead?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Have you seen Hot Fuzz?
I have seen Hot Fuzz. Yeah.
Great films.
So okay, fine.
If
fine,
he
fine.
directed Ant-Man,
What if Simon Pegg was Ant-Man?
I would have
I
loved
would have
it.
watched it.
Yeah, and if Nick Frost was Michael Douglas's character, I would have loved it. Black Widow.
Yeah.
I thought you were a Marvel fan.
I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm not like
Oh,
Like-
Black Widow.
I'm like these characters. They're like Black Widow's alright. She's alright. She's a good fighter. That's her power, and she's a good ballerina dancer. That's all it is.
Is that her backstory?
She's a good
Good lord. Doctor Strange.
I like Doctor Strange.
I like Doctor Strange too.
You like Benedict Cumberbatch?
This is an issue.
You don't like Benedict
I
Cumberbatch
don't think I do.
as an actor generally, or in this film?
He was good in The Power of the Dog,
Okay.
but outside of that, I don't know if I've seen anything that I liked him in.
He was really good in 4 Lines.
Oh, he was in Four Lions for
Four
like
Lions, the policeman.
for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You're a, what does he say? You're an arse man. You're an arse man. Yeah,
The greatest cameo of all time.
That was good. He was good at that. He was great.
He was great in that. Great in that.
Yeah. Aquaman. I don't think I've seen anything with Aquaman in it. But he talks to fish, bro. Captain Marvel.
No, let's
I think that's definitely like I was never fully into Marvel. Like I don't know what films I've seen. I think I've seen Avengers, the first one. I've seen Infinity War and Endgame. I've seen the first Ant-Man. I don't know if I've seen anything else.
Should I tell you what was crazy about that? Is it Captain Marvel?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I've seen the film, right?
Yeah.
The film itself was just.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of Infinity War, which is the second Avengers film.
No,
the third Avengers film.
Yeah.
Sorry. They made it in the end credit scene. They made it seem like Captain Marvel was the answer to because obviously at this point, I think Thanos had wiped 50% of all people. They made it seem like Captain Marvel was like the answer.
She was gonna get everything.
She was gonna she's this mystical goddess who's gonna sort everything out.
Yeah.
And that film was just like ugh. And also in Endgame, she had like a 10-minute cameo with a Karen haircut. Came in at the end, had a cheeky little 5-minute fight scene, and that was it. The biggest. I mean, I loved at the Endgame just for the nostalgia, but Captain Marvel had probably one.
What nostalgia,
bro? Marvel has something for me, man.
Oh,
Marvel.
My God.
Me and Marvel go well together.
I remember seeing the first Avengers movie. I think it was like one of the last days of school, maybe.
Came out ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember going with a big group, and I was like, "This isn't great." The Hulk.
I don't mind the Hulk as a
I like
character.
the Hulk.
As a character, I don't mind the Hulk.
I like the Hulk. Why do I like the Hulk? I don't know. I think I can really tap into that uncontrollable rage.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like him.
You know what? I don't think Mark Ruffalo does a good job.
Do you prefer Edward Norton, do you think?
No, I don't think they've just found the right guy for the Hulk.
Who's an actor right now that would be good for?
Maybe Andrew Garfield
for the Hulk.
Yeah, man, because he needs Bruce Banner needs to be this like.
Do you need the contrast?
Yeah, for sure.
Right, you need a nice guy.
Yeah, just like
someone who can play. Mark Ruffalo's a nice guy.
Someone who can play Weasley though.
Oh,
those
Ronald
spineless. Maybe.
Rupert Grint.
Rupert Grint. Yeah, Rupert Grint. And I'm not even going to get into it. Black Panther. I haven't seen any of the Black Panthers.
I like what he stands for.
What does he stand for?
He stands for his people, man. He's a king.
Wakanda forever. The Flash.
I like the Flash. I do like the Flash.
Man just runs, innit?
Man's a speedy runner. I like him.
Thor. I'm a fan of Thor.
I like Thor.
Big
fan of Thor.
Huge fan of mythology.
I love his
bringing
hammer.
Mythology, because comic books are the current mythology. I'm not subscribing, but people do subscribe, and that's what they're getting their morals and principles from. It's okay, but there is other mythology. Look into it, Look at Thor. Look at the real Thor. Look at the Greek mythology. Look at Hindu mythology. There's so much mythology.
Look at his hammer. It's got a mighty hammer.
My boy, Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Absolute banger.
Wolverine, yeah. Listen.
He's the boy. He's the man.
Oh.
Love it. Hugh Jackman, as in X-Men movies. I loved them. Maybe X-Men 3 not as much, but X-Men movies hit. I haven't seen any of the First Class or any of the
I used to
Oh god, are we getting another Transformer story?
It's a semi-Transformer story.
Go on, tell us.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Should I say it?
As in, why not? We've heard so much.
I used to get black stickers,
right,
and stick them on my face.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
the sideburns,
the sideburns,
the mutton chops,
and then I put 3 chopsticks here, 3 chopsticks there, and I'd look at myself in the mirror and go,
as in the knives.
That's
I'm sure,
right,
I don't have vivid memories of doing knives, but I'm sure I put knives in between.
Knives, chopsticks, knives. I mean,
Wolverine's great.
Wolverine's a classic, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute classic. And Hugh Jackman,
Hugh Jackman does a good job.
great job. Well done.
Well done.
Well done, buddy.
Well done. Captain America, bland.
He's bland and he's very vanilla, but there's something about him.
I like his DC counterpart better, but we will get on to him.
I like him.
Iron Man, I like his DC counterpart better.
Well, who's his DC counterpart?
Batman.
What was it? Who's Captain America's counterpart?
Superman. It is, bro. They're both basically red and blue, patriotic. They stand for the land. They're very, like, good people.
Yeah, Superman would absolutely mess up.
Yeah, I know. But, like, it's not just
same
that.
with Iron Man as well, yeah.
I think with great power comes great responsibility. And Superman, it's with that great responsibility that, like, he becomes interesting.
Uncle Ben?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah?
She's got a whip. Is it a lasso?
Lasso.
I don't know much
Mango
about,
Lassie.
I don't know much about Wonder Woman. I know she's like Arizonan? Amazonian. That's not, she's not from Arizona.
She's from Arizona, yeah. Yeah, she's an Amazonian.
Batman. When I was a kid, my first favorite superhero was Batman. I liked that he was dark. I liked that he was very conflicted, and like
that's why I like him. He's not a perfect character.
More so, loved the Joker.
Oh, that's another thing.
Yeah,
his villain.
Yeah, the Joker might
his
be
villains, but yeah, the Joker in
might
particular is my favorite.
Villain.
I think my favorite villain. I think
you're a Joker boy, innit?
Yeah.
That's how we get along, bro. We're two little Jokers.
I love the Joker, man.
Spider-Man.
What number are we on now?
Second.
Spider-Man, number 2.
Spider-Man beat out Batman.
I'll take. I like Spider-Man. He's a chirpy little fella. I'd love to be friends with Spider-Man.
He's just lovable, you know. He's like a vulnerable teenager, and like he's got so many. He needs to do homework.
That's why we like him.
But he's still got to go and beat up like burglars and shit.
Great algebra. Yeah.
Yeah. What's not to like?
All right. What's number 1, mate?
Superman.
Yeah.
The OG kind of superhero.
The OG, yeah.
You know, you can't
complain.
You can't complain.
Can't hate him.
Yeah. Except Dr. Manhattan is basically Superman, but flipped because you actually look at what's going on and like.
Dr. Manhattan didn't make the list.
Yeah, obviously not, because this list is shit. ChatGPT's shit. We talked about this in the last episode, or the one before that. I hate ChatGPT. It has no answers for me. We are not compatible.
It's alright, man. Listen. No need to cry about it, okay?
I'll do whatever I want.
Give us.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Who's your favorite superhero? Tell us.
Let us know.
Right? Tell us.
Am I your favorite superhero? Maybe.
Is it your mum?
I can be a hero, baby. Is it your mum, did you say?
Yeah.
Don't bring their mums into this.
Is your mum a superhero? A lot of mums are superheroes.
Yeah, they are.
So if it's your mum, write your mum down. Alright?
Not your mum. Don't write your mum.
My mum.
Don't talk about his mum.
Oh, no,
is it your mum?
Comment my mum, okay?
And that is apparently a wrap.
That's a wrap.